So, see, today we will talk about the mind. Why we have chosen this topic? I have chosen this topic because to change the world, you should first change yourself. And before starting the video, I won't give you any false expectations that after watching it will change your life or stuff like that. But see, all the sufferings, all the problems that you face arise from the internal space, not from the outside world. You have to understand if you're living a good life, it's because you have managed your internals well. And if it's not, that is because not because of the external factors, but because of your own self. You you might have seen two-person going through the same situation, but they will describe their life differently. One will describe it in a joyful way, and the other in a pessimist way. Look at Bhagat Singh. He died at such a young age. He sacrificed himself. But if you will look at his life and compare it with any capitalist businessman who have might have lived longer, collected a lot of wealth, but you will find Bhagat Singh's life more beautiful. Why? Because he he have lived it like that. He have he have walked down the path that gracefully, that beautifully. अंतिम पल पर भी ना घबराहट ना चिंता, सिर्फ आनंद, इस देश के लिए कुछ करने की चाह. Look at kings like Shivaji, his son Sambhaji. Look at them. Those are lives, man. So, okay, I am going a bit deviated. So, the thing is, either you have to control your mind or the mind will control you. Either you will serve the mind or the mind will serve you. So, from these two choices, you have to pick any one. দেখছো যাকে ভাবছো তাকে সে আসল মানুষ নয়. The first thing is, if you have a corrupt or impure mind, then whatever you do, you will be sad. You will not be happy. You will not be cheerful because your intent is wrong. Nah, you won't be able to be happy. If what you are chasing, you get it, then also you will be sad. Why? Because your intention was not good. And if your intention was good, if you act with a pure happy mind, joy will follow you endlessly. Because if suppose you were working on a project and every moment you were working for the sake of like you want to do it passionately, you are not doing it for suppose maybe the funding you are getting, or maybe the marks that you will get, or maybe the promotion that the company has promised you. If you're doing it for the sake of love, for the sake of joy, for the sake of passion, then every moment of your life in that journey will be cheerful, will be positive. And if at the end the project fails also, then it doesn't matter. Why it doesn't matter? Because you already own, you already succeeded the time you have given into that. You are completely involved, you are completely given into that stuff. And if someone for the sake of those materialistic thing is doing that project and he succeeds, I don't consider it as success, I consider it as failure. Because he has done it for the sake of some other thing, other materialistic thing. So it's like if you are doing something with a pure mind effortlessly, then it's like how your shadow follows you. Joy, success will follow you. I'm talking about my definition of success. And if you are doing it with an impure, corrupt mind, then you must have seen how a bullock cart is carried out by oxes like that. The ox is your mind, and sorrow is like the cart that will follow you. And if I will say, why why this suffering? Why this pain in this world? Why is it so? It is because of desire. You were walking down the road and you saw your friend diving a beautiful sports car, an expensive sports car, then what will happen? See, we will post mortem, we will try to inspect what happens to you at that moment. Visualize this thing. Your old friend, you grow together, you went to school together, is driving an expensive car and passes you. You observed it, and what happened? A spark of jealous occurred in your mind. Your ego takes over, and a desire was created that I want that stuff. I want to be like him. We have followed the same path since childhood. But why he is so successful and I'm not? Why? How he manages everything so good and I'm poor in management? How he closes that much deals and I am unable to do that? It's not the presence of the object that causes desire, but your mind's reaction to it. How you react it is actually the problem. Thousands of car passes you by every single day, but that doesn't create this problem in you. But today, this incident created because you reacted to that like this. If you have reacted it like in a different way, like, see, this is my friend, I'm so proud of you, how successful he is today, I am happy for you, the scenario completely changes. But this doesn't happens because we are egocentric. So it's like calm or desire. It's like when you when there is a calm lake. Have you seen a calm lake? How beautiful is it? You can see your reflection in that. You can see what's inside the water if it's pure. How beautiful is that? When the car passes by, it's like you throw a pebble. एक पत्थर तुमने फेंका at the surface of the water and it created ripples. That is the disturbance created in your mind. And because of the ripples, you started to live in a restless mood. You started to live in an anxious mood. You started to feel the pain and sorrow of life because of the ripple, because of the pebble. And why? If if a camera captured that car, the camera wouldn't be sad because it doesn't have a mind. Because it will not react to that incident like that. If you will be just an observer like the camera and observe what is going around you, you will neither be sad nor be happy. Why? Why you were because just the observer. But as you have a mind, you have the power to think, and unluckily, you are egocentric. You Your mind creates the ripples of disturbances in you. People say healthy competition must be like that. I say there is nothing as healthy competition. क्योंकि अगर उस पानी में एक पत्थर पड़े या फिर एक हीरे का टुकड़ा पड़े, दोनों ही रिपल्स पैदा करेगा, दोनों ही रिपल्स पैदा करेगा और दोनों ही सेम डिस्टरबेंसेस क्रिएट करेगा उस माइंड में. एक मे बी उस डायमंड को जब फेंका जाएगा उस पानी में, सोसाइटी विल अप्रिशिएट, वाह वाह हीरा. और एक पत्थर को जब फेंका जाएगा, सोसाइटी विल नॉट क्लैप, ये तो पत्थर है. बट both will create the same disturbances in the mind. If you want to live like Tulsidas, if you want to live like Diogenes, you have to ignore both. And suppose you made your whole life, you made it a goal that I want that type of car, and you worked really hard for that. You worked really hard day and night, and you achieved that. But as you are not enjoying the journey and you are focused on the destination, what will happen is a state of restlessness will be created in you. And the state of restlessness is practiced over years and years now. You have practiced that for over months, for over a very long period, and it has now become a habit. और अगर आज तुम्हें वो कार मिल भी जाए तो तुम वो हैबिट को छोड़ नहीं सकते. तुम्हें लगेगा कि कार तो मिल गया, अब एक बड़ा घर चाहिए, बंगला चाहिए, गाड़ी तो हो गया, और वेल्थ पैसा चाहिए, पावर चाहिए, फेम चाहिए, रिस्पेक्ट चाहिए, और ये सिलसिला चलता ही रहेगा. इट्स लाइक द स्टोरी ऑफ सिसफस that will run till eternity. And this is the addiction to restlessness. You think, you think, see how negativity and anger affects you. It will not make any harm to other people, it will destroy you only. Anger is one of the foolish thing that you can do to yourself, becoming angry. Why? Suppose someone is cursing you, is throwing bad words at you. If if you will take those insults, then what happen? Then you will only suffer. You will grow a tree inside you, and the bitter fruits of that tree will be consumed by you only, not other people will take that fruits. You will suffer from that thing. And if someone insults you and you laugh out loud, and you ignore them, those insults hit them like an boomerang. It's upon them who they want to insult, what they want to talk about you, what they want to say about you, but it's upon you if you want to take them or not. It's upon you if you want to believe in them or not. It's upon you who want to manifest those ill stuff on you or not. You should be like a neutral observer, like the camera lens. And anger is like you are self punishing yourself for some other's faults. And when you refuse insults, you return it to the sender. The insults automatically automatically gets returned to the senders. The next is a beautiful story that is once Osho. Osho had a very good friend in Calcutta, and he used to have a very big bungalow. In that locality, that is the most lavish, expensive, and big house. आसपास किसी का घर उतना बड़ा नहीं था. So whenever Osho used to visit his friend, his friend used to brag about his possessions. He used to love talking about the house. He used to take Osho to the garden and used to tell about the features, tell about the trees, used to take him to the swimming pool and tell about the swimming pool. And every time talks, he talks about his house. You can see the proud, you can see the moments of proud when he used to talk about his bungalow. Osho visited 3 to 4 times, and every time this same thing happened. Every time he loved to give a house to Osho and used to brag about everything. The fourth time when Osho visited, then Osho observed that his friend is sad. His friend is not the cherished, joyful guy who used to be proud for his house, Osho said. Osho kept doubtful. Then his wife said that Osho, his wife told Osho to talk. His wife said, "Go talk to your friend." Nowadays, he used to live like this just because a more lavish and big bungalow was created in our locality. Just because of this simple fact, he used to remain sad these times. He used to develop some disease in him. He can't sleep at night because someone else had built something bigger than him. So, see, this is a complete example of how the mind controls you. His own house, it's not that his own house became less lavish, became a bit smaller, or something happened to his own house. No, somebody else's house became bigger, and in that comparison, his house became smaller. That is why he said the neighbor didn't touch his house yet, but the owner of the house became physically ill, lost his sleep, and felt a heavy burden on his chest just because कभी होता है ना, दोस्त का नंबर ज्यादा आ जाए, दोस्त फेल हो जाए तो दुख होता है, पर दोस्त टॉप कर जाए तो ज्यादा दुख होता है. It's like that. And he felt a burden on his chest. ये ऐसा है कि तुमने एक लकीर खींची और दूसरा कोई आके तुम्हारे बगल में एक बड़ा लकीर खींच दिया. ऐसा नहीं कि तुम्हारा लकीर छोटा हो गया ना, और वो मिटा भी दिया तुम्हारा लकीर को ना. तुम्हारा लकीर वैसा का वैसा ही है, बट तुम जब देख के तुलना करते हो ना, तब तुम देखते हो कि उसका बड़ा है, और तब तुम दुखी होते हो. Comparison is the thief of joy. The suffering didn't come from the neighbor's pics. It came from his own wounded ego and jealousy. He believed he owned the house, but in reality he was a slave to his own possessions. The house owned him. And I guess that's it for today. Is there anything, is there any shari or that I can recite? And at last, ज़हर वेख के पीता ते की पीता, इश्क सोच के कीता ते की कीता, दिल दे के दिल लैन दी आस रखी वे बुलया, प्यार भी लालच नाल कीता ते की कीता. परखना मत, परखने में कोई अपना नहीं रहता, किसी भी आईने में देर तक चेहरा नहीं रहता, बड़े लोगों से मिलने में हमेशा फासला रखना, जहाँ दरिया समंदर से मिला, दरिया नहीं रहता. हजारों शेर मेरे सो गए कागज की कब्रों में, अजब माँ हूँ, कोई बच्चा मेरा जिंदा नहीं रहता, मोहब्बत एक खुशबू है, हमेशा साथ चलती है। कोई इंसान तन्हाई में भी तन्हा नहीं रहता।